Hey guys, just Chanel here. So in honor of this flight attendant bae hashtag on Twitter, I decided to go ahead and do the flight attendant tag on my channel. A lot of other YouTubers have done this tag, but when it was like super popular, I just didn't feel like I had been a flight attendant long enough to do it, and really I still haven't been a flight attendant like super long. But I figured now that I'm off probation and I've gotten my transfer, I'm a little bit more acclimated to the lifestyle, I would do the tag. So let's get into it. We have, I don't even know how many questions this is. Maybe it's like 12 to 14 questions, but this is gonna be a pretty quick video because I'm gonna go, I gotta change and go get a burger because like I'm really craving a burger, and I already told the shuttle like driver what time I was gonna be downstairs. So question number 1 is, where am I based? I am currently based in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? But when I first got out of training, I was based in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, and yeah, Minneapolis is very, very cold, like extremely cold, okay? And I mean, nobody likes commuting, so I was pretty excited to get my transfer. I'm actually on my first Atlanta-based trip right now. And yeah, it's just really awesome to be able to get home tomorrow, like be off work and just go straight home, like 15-20 minutes away. I'm at my house instead of having to catch a 2-hour flight home. Question number 2, my favorite layover and why? So, if you know me, you know, like I hate long flights. Your girl's not about to fly to Paris unless I'm forced to, not like for work. And I'm just really like, I love bigger cities. A lot of my Minneapolis flying was mainly like Montana and Wisconsin and all these places that I really didn't want to go, but I did have some good layovers. I think so far my favorite layover was Vegas. The main reason why the Vegas layover is so amazing is because the hotel we stay at is like bomb. Now this is only with my airline. I don't know where other airlines stay in Vegas, but y'all, like, it is amazing. It's like a whole suite. But so that is really cool. And then of course it is Vegas, so there's something to do, which is great. Sometimes you'll get to layovers and there's like, you gotta kind of find something to do. You don't really have to find something to do in Vegas. It's just right there, like outside of your hotel room door. Another one of my favorite layovers was Chicago. I am from there, so it's nice just to kind of be home and have like some good food and be in like a city where I kind of know where I'm going. But yeah, and then it's always, I think layovers are the best when your friends go with you. Oh my gosh, guys, I totally forgot. So my Hawaii layover, bruh, that resort was amazing. I do have a video on my whole Hawaii layover experience with some friends of mine, so I'll leave that in the description box as well. So yeah, that's what I got so far. How long have I been a flight attendant? I started with my company in April, so it's almost been a year, and it's been 10 months. And then, but I started flying like the last day of June. So it's really only been about 7 or 8 months, going on 8 months, I think, that I've been flying. Yeah. Number 4, my biggest flight attendant pet peeve. I think my biggest pet peeve would definitely have to be like when people are not prepared. Like, I feel, first off, you know you're about to travel, okay? Like, you packed the whole bag. So be prepared. Like, if you know you have a certain need while you're in the air, make sure that you, like, we're not necessarily your babysitters. We're really just there to, like, help you if something goes completely wrong. People have kids and they're not prepared. That actually upsets me. The water thing doesn't upset me. It's just like, I get the giggles from it. But like flying with kids and not being prepared and like taking care of your children, I think that is kind of like, come on. Like, you got a whole child. You get it together. Be an adult. Okay, anyway. Next, my favorite thing about being a flight attendant. So of course, everyone's favorite thing about being a flight attendant would be the travel benefits. It's like amazing, y'all. Like I've been to Hong Kong, like vacations, Aruba, Mexico. We'll be touring Africa soon. We want to go to Israel and Spain this year as well. So we're planning all of those vacations, and then hopefully we make it to Australia this year, but if not, it'll be like the first trip for next year. So the travel benefits are extremely rewarding. But then also, in addition to like the benefits, like being a flight attendant it's fun. Like it doesn't really feel like work. You're really just getting people from like point A to B, okay, safely. You just have to be nice. Like it's very nice. It's like relaxing, it's calming. It's not super challenging. I do feel like I need a challenge a lot of the times, but I can, you know, do other stuff to get that challenge I need. Before I was a flight attendant, I was a professional nanny. So I've worked for celebrities and regular folks with a lot of money and people with not a lot of money, and yeah, all that. So nannying was like my thing. I still do it. I love it. The only reason I got this job is because I was like, you know, I really need to plan for my future. I need to have a career where I'll have benefits like medical and dental when I have kids. I need to have a 401k. So if it was up to me and I didn't have goals, I probably would still be a nanny, like full-time. But yeah, I felt like this was the best career for me to like have the flexibility I wanted, some great benefits, and like the benefits I really need to get through life. Next question. I have a list over here, by the way. Why flight attendant? I don't know why I put that. Oh, like why did I want to be a flight attendant? I kind of just told y'all. So yeah. I think that it's like it's really a good foundation, I feel, for me. And the company that I work for, it's more so like I want to branch out into the corporate world a little bit. I was in nursing school before and I didn't finish, but I'm just really big on helping people and just being attentive to people's needs as a nanny and as before wanting to be a nurse. So I felt like this kind of just went with like my whole life. Like it just fell right in place, if you know what I mean. In addition to that though, I don't want to be an actual flight attendant forever. I would like to eventually become like a flight attendant trainer where I'm in the training center, and that's because I really love education and kids. Not saying that people going to training are kids, but I really like helping people like learn new things and seeing people grow. That's one of my biggest passions, so hopefully I get there sooner than later. One thing I must have, like one product or thing I must have on all my layovers or trips or whatever. Well, let's look around. Okay, so actually what I'm looking at right now is my iPad. I must have my iPad because sometimes you'll get to hotels that don't have like the channels you want, and I like to watch a lot of shows when I'm on like longer layovers. I must have a good book. That is like imperative because sometimes I get super sleepy watching TV like all day, and you just need something good to read. And I feel like downtime, like when you're in a hotel with no friends, it's a perfect time to really challenge yourself, read, learn new things, all that good stuff. Oh, my eye mask, yo. If you're a flight attendant, I have no idea how, if you don't have an eye mask, I don't know how you're living, because I cannot live without my eye mask. Like, especially when I was a commuter, yo, my eye mask was like my life. I could not have anything else but my eye mask. That thing, yes. If you're in training or you want to be a flight attendant, go ahead and get your eye mask because you're gonna need it. And you're gonna know why I say that. To get restful sleep, peaceful sleep. There's like a lot of things actually, but those are probably the three major things. The best advice I have for aspiring flight attendants or flight attendant to be's like in training, I would just say stay focused and do your research. I think that's so important. Like, you need to kind of know what you're getting yourself into, because a lot of people, they just kind of throw themselves in it, but they don't know what's going on, and then they end up quitting, and here you've wasted really some of your life, because flight attendant training is no joke. So I did so much research before getting this job. I would recommend trying to talk to people, researching everything you can about being a flight attendant, just to make sure it's for you, because it's not for everybody. Like, you're gonna be away from home, you'll be broke the first few months, I don't know, you just like, it's a whole different lifestyle. Like, you're gonna be around people with so many germs. Like, I get sick of being sick, okay, but I'd be so excited to go to work too. My number one beauty or health tip: stay hydrated. That's all I got. Like, your whole life need to be hydrated, okay? Did I always want to be a flight attendant? Absolutely not. Like, let me watch my mouth. No. So believe it or not, my mother is a retired flight attendant, and she was a flight attendant from age like 22 to until I was like 5 or 6 or something like that. She did retire early, like before 9/11 and all of that happened, and she was able to keep her full benefits, some great plan that they offered folks. But I mean, I kind of grew up around it. Like, I was the little kid on the plane that would come with her mom on layovers, and have like ice cream sundaes, because you know, back then it was like they hooked you up in first class, okay? So I did like the lifestyle. Like, I enjoyed it being around me, but I never thought it was something that I would do. Like, I never had the desire to be a flight attendant. How this happened, my boyfriend was literally sitting on the toilet one day. He was scrolling on Facebook, and he's like, hey, this airline is hiring, you should apply. And I was like, no. And he's like, no, you just should. Like, if you get it, you get it. You know, we'll have flight benefits. If you don't, like, whatever, you just keep doing what you're doing. So I was like, okay. And then once we start talking about it, we're like, okay, when we get married and have kids and stuff, we kind of do need somebody that works for an actual company, so that we can have some sort of health benefits and retirement benefits, since he owns his own business. And then once I applied and I actually was getting interviews, it became a real thing, and I wanted it so bad. So originally no, but I'm so glad that I made the decision. And look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Y'all, I'm so happy I'm at this layover. Okay, and last question of the day: the toughest thing about training. So my training experience, I feel, was a little bit different than like everybody. To me, it was more mental. Like, I didn't have to travel for training. I went home every single day to my house. You know, I didn't have to be away from family. I still went out with my friends on the weekends. Like, it was just like going to a 9-to-5 job every day. But as a nanny, I was not used to being around like people my age every single day. So it really took me back to high school days, not even college, because college I never stayed on campus, so I was never like around people all the time. But training definitely took me back to like my high school days, where you're just like, I can't wait to get out of here, because I'm sick of seeing the same person every day. And it's not that you don't like them, it's just like, dang, like, can these 4 years be over? And that's how I felt like, can these 8 weeks please be over? So that was one thing. I was used to like being around sweet little kids all day, and us just playing tic-tac-toe and blowing bubbles and making Rice Krispie treats, and then their parents coming home and telling me how great I was, and then me leaving with a nice fat paycheck. And now here I am, not getting paid a lot, sitting in a classroom being treated like a child, with children running their mouths and giggling at stuff that you shouldn't be giggling about, because I'm trying to get out of here and get my wings. So that's that was the toughest thing with training with me, having patience, dealing with giggles. Okay. The actual learning, like learning everything, wasn't hard. It was stressful at times because I would kind of psych myself out, like, oh my gosh, we have midterms tomorrow, like I'm crazy. But then it's like when you see the test, like you learn this stuff. I don't know. And I'm this like amazing note taker. I'm like totally bragging on myself right now, but I take really good notes, just to be real. So I felt like I listened very, very well in class, and I took excellent notes, and I made sure to review those notes. And a professor, it wasn't one of my college professors. I think it was actually a high school teacher that told me, don't study things that you already know, that you really take in. So everything that made sense, like some stuff, once you go to flight attendant training, it's all just going to come together. Like if you've flown on an airplane before, it's all going to make sense. If you, I don't know, like what would you do if somebody fainted in front of you? Like you got to have some type of brain. So it'll kind of just come to you. But anyway, they're just going to kind of, I felt like they were polishing me more in training. And yeah, like policies and procedures, polishing type of thing. But yeah, other than that, my training experience was pretty good. It wasn't hard. It's not hard. It's just a lot of information at once. Like you're kind of overwhelmed if you're not used to all the information, like hello in your face. Yeah guys, that is my flight attendant tag. For real, how many questions was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12. Wow, this is a long video. Meanwhile, I was talking about, oh, this is gonna be short. You played yourself, okay? Oh, I'm about to go get this burger thing. What time is it? Okay, so I still have 15 minutes, but I appreciate you guys watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. But y'all know I'm all on my health and fitness stuff right now because new uniforms are coming. That's another thing I love about my airline. Specifically, the uniforms is popping, okay? But our new uniforms are coming soon. So you know your girl got to get her body together and everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you in my next video.